You have a right to perform your prescribed duty, but you are not entitled to the fruits of action. Never consider yourself to be the cause of the results of your activities, and never be attached to not doing your duty. Bhagavad Gita. We as human beings are always worried about the result before performing our task. It has been very well said, "Your right is the work only, but never with the fruit. Let not the fruit of action be your motive, nor let your action, nor let your achievement be to inaction." There has been many times in our life that we worry about what others will think or what will be the result, and this makes us so much worried that we forget to give our better performance with any task that is given to us. We are concentrating more on what is going to be the outcome than what we must do at that moment. We worry, we think about the same thing again and again, and this what makes it more worse. It has been very well said in the Gita by Lord Krishna that you can only control your deeds, but you cannot have any control over your claim over the results. The fruit of action should not be your motive, and it should never be inactive. We should work on the thing instead of thinking about what the outcome it will be. Sometimes I know when you plant a seed, it takes time. Sometimes it takes so much time that you don't have the patience. I have broken down so many times thinking it's not going to happen. But you have to keep the faith and believe in yourself. Faith in your work that you have done. Faith and believe that whatever output is going to be, you need to give your best right now. That is how things are going to change. In Indian philosophy, action or karma has been divided into 3 categories according to their qualities or gunas. Here, nishkarma karma belong to the first category, the sattva, which is pure or action, which added to the calmness. The sakama karma, which is self-centric action, comes in the second, and vakarma, which is bad action, comes under the third. Now, nishkarma karma. Nishkarma karma is a selfless or desireless action. It is an action performed without any expectation of fruit or result, and the central tenet of karma yoga path to liberation. In modern advocates press upon achieving success following the principles of yoga and the stepping beyond personal goals and agenda while pursuing any action over any greater good, which has become well known since it is the central message of Bhagavad Gita. We are surrounded by the good deeds and the bad deeds. Karma. Karma is something that is like the cycle of your life. What goes around comes around. Now, if you have done your performance in a good way, definitely your karma will be resulted in a greater good. If you haven't performed in that way, you cannot worry about thinking that somehow the result will be good. How can you expect that? That's why worrying about certain things that you know that you have given your best, you should not worry about it. Yes, sometimes it might happen that you have given your best and you are very sure to get, but still you did not deserve that. Now the thing is you should not be upset about it, because we are not sure about the future. There are many uncertain things which might come later, which is more better than the present result. So instead of thinking about that you haven't got what you deserve at this moment, maybe the fruit is not ripe yet and you have to wait till you get it. Yes, I even understand. We as a human being, we desire and we don't have the patience to wait for long. And in today's world of social media and things where we see people around getting whatever they want and achieving their dreams, fulfilling their goals and following all the passion, and still you look at yourself, but you are forgetting that you should not compare yourself with anyone. The karma that you are supposed to do should be done. That karma will always come back to you. So instead of throwing the negativity in the other direction, think of how can you bring the positivity in your direction and transform that into the correct fruit of your work. So instead of worrying about thinking that what will be my fruit, you think about how you can make your work done at this moment. Now let me tell you one more thing. If you are planting an apple tree, you cannot think of getting mangoes. That is how it works. Yes, miracle happens, but you cannot expect this kind of miracle where you plant an apple tree. You cannot expect to bear mangoes there. So, in the similar way, you cannot expect to get a different result for the work that you have put into. So that means you have to work accordingly to get the proper result. For that, you have to be determined and work out accordingly to your plans. Everyone have their own opinion, but again, you have to be wise enough to choose the right one. Now again, you will say what is right and what is wrong differ from person to person. Of course, but there are certain things which are universally considered. So I am telling you, the action alone has a right and never to all its fruit. Let not the fruit of the action be thy motive, neither let there be there any attachment to inaction. Always remember to perform your duty efficiently and without attachment to the result, because of doing work with attachment only attain the supreme. From Bhagavad Gita. We always, as a human being, expect that if we do something for others, we will get something in return. But can't we do it being selfless without thinking that we'll get anything in return? If we have done something good, the universe knows about it. The universe keeps a record of it. Whether you believe in the Supreme or don't, every human being, believe in the goodness and the bad, negative or the positivity of the surrounding. So, in that sense only, we can say if you are throwing the negativity around you, you are going to get that back, as that is your karma. In the similar way, you will get the positive vibe back when you give it. That is your karma, the circle of life, or you can say the circle of karma. So, in that way, we need to keep that working and do our duties and do our day. So, if you are giving up hope and thinking you will not get your fruit, then trust me, just be patient. One day you will get your result, and the fruit will be so sweet that you will be surprised. Till then, you take care of yourself. I'll come again with a new video. And bye-bye.